Hey, what's up, everyone? AHM1K here. This is gonna be kind of a newer experience for me because I haven't streamed in a little while. Like last time I did, there were much less viewers. There, I think I was at 7,000 viewers. Now we're up to 10,000. This is that's a lot of people. And for those who know me personally, I'm not quite a conversationalist. So bear with me here is what I'm gonna say because yeah, this is no way. Yeah, just bear with me here. I'm gonna go through some updates of what's going on while I eventually get to work with what I've got going over here. So again, bear with me for now, and I'll try to in the meanwhile get a live chat going so I can see that. I realized, yeah. See what we got here. All right, yeah, I'm gonna try to keep this short and quick because I don't necessarily want to stay on for too long. But yeah, so updates. First off, sketch comedy is coming to the channel. I'm doing that relatively soon. Actually, February 16th. That's when the first one will come out. The second one will follow in March, and then so on and so on. Stuff will just appear randomly. It'll come out. I'm gonna try to turn this now. Actually, get started on just animating. Live up to the animating live portion, as one would not be able to tell. This is the last Infinity War video I'm going to be doing. Just trying to finish that up right quick. It's nowhere near ready, but we'll see. Wow, live chats are interesting. I don't. Studio Series Megatron. Says you're a poop. Thanks, Hunter. And thank you, Larry. Okay, I can't wait for it. Yeah, I just lost my train of thought. Facebook is telling me there's messages. I want to play them, but at the same time, focusing. Focusing. Oh shit. God. Yeah. I guess first off, thanks everyone for 10K followers. That's pretty cool. I'm still getting used to that one. That's incredible. Thank you. Never expected to get that far. You know, you always hope for it, but then it never happens. Or on the off chance it does, you're sitting here like, why? What did I do? What did I do? That's interesting. So, getting used to that, but thank you for that. What else is there? So I talked about the sketch comedy. That's coming. Thank you for 10K. I'm going over this list in my head. Shit. What else was there? Oh, for those who've been on the channel for a while or followed the channel for a while, I do this thing. It's called the Rampage Saga. I make one like half hour to 40-minute movie a year with it, and this next one, Transformers Crusade, editing is about 98% finished. So that honestly could come out sooner than I expected. I have a trailer which I have finished editing, which is that's coming out tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow at 3 Western time, 6 Eastern. So wherever you are, time zones based off that. That should come out. At the end of it, it does say coming this summer, because when I made the trailer, it was about 30% done with editing. I figured it was going to take a lot longer, but I am astonished and surprised that it's not taken that long. Interested in editing it and getting it out to y'all. So Transformers Crusade will come out sooner than expected. What is that? Oh, drop my mic. Cool. Cool. Yeah, I can try to pay attention to the live chat at the same time. Yeah, so that's coming out Saturday, and it's gonna be a lot of fun when it comes out. I think I screened myself hoarse for one scene, recording lines for that. So I hope y'all appreciate it because there was a solid week where it hurt to talk. I made sure no one was home and screamed at the top of my lungs. Pretty normal, but definitely it's appreciated when other people appreciate my pain. What else is there on the list that I was going to talk about? Oh yeah, shoot, what else was there? I had one more thing, and then I was going to start looking at the live chat. But I started looking at the live chat early. What was that last thing? Oh yeah, actually, it's like the biggest thing going on in my life. So I forgot. I'm a genius sometimes. I'm moving. This is not going to be the regular space y'all will see anymore. I'm leaving this this piss ass neighborhood, going to a different neighborhood soon in the next few months. So I'm pretty fairly certain. Like this is probably one of the. Oh, it's hanging down. Pretty certain that this is gonna be. That's hanging down too. I have the attention span of a 4-year-old. In case that much wasn't obvious to everyone here. Mother fudge. Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna be moving, and it's gonna be super awesome because I am very much looking forward to getting out of this. It's a miserable place in my mind. It's just miserable. So this is probably going to be one of the last weeks where I'm actually going to have my stuff. I've been slowly boxing it up already. I'd show you. It's all over there, but at the same time, it's a mess. So I'm not going to show all of you the mess that I call my place. I'll finally. It's been requested before that I do a room tour. I don't know why anyone would want to see my room. It's kind of weird, but maybe I'll get around to finally doing that when it's empty. And no one can see how I lived at that point, which is perfect for me because now there's 10,000 people and there's some weirdies on the internet that I don't. Maybe not. None of you are, but I can't say that I know everyone here personally, and so therefore I am not very comfortable in putting my room on display. That's going exactly how I thought it would look. But yeah, so I'm gonna be moving, and my stuff's gonna be packed up. There's probably gonna be a while where stop motions will kind of trickle out. I have like a backup of stuff that I can edit, which I'll try to keep coming out or try to keep putting out. But eventually that will run out, and I won't have nothing for you in that time. But once I have a bigger space to work with, it will be quite nice. Quite nice to actually be able to set up displays that aren't just a single backdrop wall over here in front of the green screen or only being able to use the green screen because the set I have in mind is just too big for the space I have. That's what I see that complaint a lot. They're always complaining about green screening, and a lot of that is largely in part due to the fact that I don't have the space, the actual physical space to do a lot of stuff practically. So it's not always the best when it does turn out practical because I don't have the physical space to actually do that. That said, I'm now going to pop over to the live chat because I don't need to be looking at my face no more. Let's catch up here. Okay, where did I leave off? Alexander Kern, I watched all of your stop motion animation and love them. Thank you. You will make awesome vids. Hello. More awesome than I have almost the whole studio series. You have almost the whole studio series. I apologize. I am not a fan of studio series, admittedly. I keep getting defective ones. I've never been shy about that, but so yeah, I apologize. I mean, great for you. But if you keep getting defective ones like me, then I apologize. Spooky D Man, Rampage. Yeah, Rampage. That's I can go grab him, but he's packed up, I think. Yeah, he's packed up. I packed up a lot of the collectible figures and I was like, oh, he's collectible. Boxed. You have 2% left. That's not bad at all. Yeah, it actually really is only just the VFX for 2 scenes and then that's it. It's done really after that. And they're not even difficult or long. They've just been me not wanting to do it because I don't want to run out of stuff to edit before I've been trying to film so much stuff that way I have something to edit while all my stuff is packed up. So it's like I can do it. I can edit it all. Not tonight, but I could probably have it done in like less than a couple days. But then that's a couple days that I could save for later when I have nothing to do. So it's a little bit of a trade off. Just a little more Iron Mist. And I can't wait for Crusade. I bet it's super awesome. Yeah, it is super awesome. Also, by the way, Fortress, thanks for being in it. I remember you're in it. Remember that you're in it. So, yeah, so it's gonna be awesome. I have been a fan for 10. I already know I enjoy it. Your animation is awesome. Enjoy it. I can't much often. Is your space gonna be bigger? I hope my space is gonna be bigger. Well, actually, that's not true that I can hope. It's gonna be bigger anyways. I've got there are closets that are bigger than my room. From what I understand, so I don't have space, and then filling it with furniture makes it less spacious. So I mean, basically, I have this space where my desk is, and that may back there may look like a lot of space, but it's not really. It's like 2 steps over. I am limited. I'm broke. What? I understand. What cyber did you mean? Say when? Did you say you lived in Tennessee, or was that a friend of yours? That's a friend of mine. I would like to move to Tennessee. I'm hoping to move to Tennessee. I personally do not live in Tennessee right now. I live in Washington State, so west coast of the continental United States. It's okay if you like rain 200 plus days of the year. Not okay if you don't like rain 200 plus days of the year. Whoops. I jumped the gun a little bit. I shoot. I lost my place. Oh, there we go. How about the studio series? Okay, that's my video will be out. I don't know. Oh, man, I am so lost here. Well, I'll be fine with it. I hope moving be fun for you. Yeah, no, it actually is fun. I'm super excited about it. I really am. I don't it doesn't show because I'm sitting here and I'm sarcastic about it, but my sarcasm game is at level 1000. People think I'm being serious when actually I'm being sarcastic. So I'm a new level. I need Siege Shockwave before putting on my video. Siege Shockwave, it looks cool, but I don't want to pay the price of a leader class figure when really I don't want the armor at all. I just pulled the armor off and then paying a leader class for a Voyager figure. So it's all kind of iffy, not quite interested in Shockwave. Hello, Marvels. 023, how's it going, Kyle? It's Steven. We threw a channel change. Oh, 023 is what's explain the 023 to me because that's a new one. I don't quite get that one. It's cool though. I do like it. 023. I'm just wondering if there's any significance behind that number choice. Oh, I never got a Siege figure yet. I never got a Siege figure either. I don't really want one though. I'm gonna kind of wait for just getting into the masterpieces. So it's kind of it's all right to get Siege for me, but at the same time, it's kind of not. I don't want it. Hey, dude, I loved your Overlord video. That was amazing. Yeah, it was fun. The Overlord United spinoff was a bit of a something funny. Hunter Lockbot CRM and I we finished writing the series finale for Transformers United, and I had this spinoff written with Overlord. I was like, "Hey, oh my gosh, we gotta show everyone. We gotta do this Overlord video because you just sent me Overlord." He really did just send me Overlord. There was a whole shipping nightmare that went with that, but that's another story. Okay. So yeah, so I brought up. I was like, oh man, we've got this. I got this Overlord thing I wrote. I was so excited. So, in one night, we literally just fine tuned the script that I did, and literally I started filming it the next day. Yeah, and I think actually we got the Overlord lines into the next day. We really that one was a really quick turnaround for a video, but it was short, so it wasn't too bad. And I just loved how dark it was. I think it's my favorite of the spin-offs because of how dark it was. So thank you for liking Overlord. Did I see Bumblebee? Yeah, I've seen it once. It's a pretty good, especially that first 10 minutes of the movie. Hello, thanks. Who are the best? Please do more stop motion. The best. Thank you. I keep losing this. Handsome. I lost my place again. Shoot. Oh, okay, there we go. Are you continuing with United? Yes. Just through season 3. After that, it's we'll see. But yeah, United gets a season 3, but season 3 will be the finale for it. That's the series finale. Also, will there be more chances to others to voice act in your future projects? I hope so. Actually, I suppose I can talk about this now. Who all here is familiar with it's kind of going around. It's called a oh shoot, what's the name of it? It's being done in 3D. Transformers Prime Galvatron's Revenge. anyone who's familiar with that, my brother and I, we are actually kind of getting like really deep into like the pre-production for our own kind of project in that same style. It's not Transformers Prime, it's Fall of Cybertron themed. Very inspired by the Bumblebee Cybertron scene. So for those who've seen the Bumblebee movie and for those who love Fall of Cybertron, we are working on a project that is sort of like that. I'll start poking around for voices when it's more ready for that, but I can tell you like the running title for it we have right now is just Stratosphere. So that'll be cool. It'll probably be like a short, like 5-6 minute deal at the most. But everything's being done in Blender. Connor, my brother, he recently actually just yesterday. No, yesterday or the day before. I think it was the day before. No, it was yesterday. It was yesterday. Actually, he essentially mapped out. He found a still shot from the Bumblebee Cybertron scene, and then mapped out the entire still shot of that. So now essentially we have a map, like an environment to put all the characters in on Cybertron based how Travis Knight envisioned Cybertron. So that'll be a plus. I'm really, really excited, especially the script I wrote for that was kind of a little mundane. And then he took a look at it and then was changing some things saying, oh no, I can do this instead. Or, oh no, I think I can make them do this. And I'm sitting here going, oh, yes, if this is an option, then absolutely let's do this. Cyber Shadow Girl, ADB. I live there, like Tennessee. You live in Tennessee or Washington? Or, oh yeah, Tennessee. Tennessee is best. Tennessee is best. Just upon a visit, I fell in love with the place. So, I mean, can't get any better than that. Nice to have a joint studio Crusade. The best man. Thank you. Thank you, Mason. Lockbot, thoughts on if they make a star your hands up. Like, Lockbot, Tennessee is best. Okay, Lockbot. Talking about Lockbot. I'm trying to find questions. It's also a bit of a friend of mine, myself, between the idea of the numerical alphabet code, alphabet being one number down. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I like that. I think it's pretty cool. The best are always going to be in the awesome. Now read my comments. I have been reading the comments. Everyone's season 3 gets canceled in the middle of the season. That would be a troll. Galvatron's Revenge. It looks awesome. I love the Fall of Cybertron game. I'm down to voice new characters here and there. I don't know when Galvatron Revenge come out. Yeah, I don't know either, but I could tell you my Galvatron's Revenge Stratosphere is going to come out ASAP. Like that's going to be a priority here real soon because again my stuff's getting packed up, so I got to have something to do. Why not dive into a Blender video? Because 3D models are fun. They're so much fun in stop motion, really and truly. I hate to say that, but just so much fun, and there's just so much more endless possibilities that you can use or go with, and that's you just simply have to like apply yourself to it, and that's really what interests me most about it. I just wish I had a mind for it because it's apparently the most confusing thing in, like I've ever tried to do is understand Blender. Did you see that new Spider-Man movie? No, I didn't. I thought I always meant to like to, but then I realized, man, just wait till it comes out like DVD or something. I start Thanos is getting ready to check your prostate. Yeah, Yeah, something like that. Awesome. High five. Are you talking about Prowl? We shall be there. We shall be where? I'm curious. Maybe there on Saturday. On the Saturday. Oh, you're talking about. Oh, what was that called? Fanboy. No, I forget what it's called. Yeah, I forget what it's called. I know what you're talking about. I saw the notification. Forgot. Sorry, Tennessee. Everyone in the live chat moved to Tennessee. It seems like everyone's already in Tennessee, so I'm behind on this one. AHM1K. Any thoughts on Bumblebee? I don't really have any thoughts on Bumblebee. Really, it's a great movie, but I try to steer clear of movie thoughts at this point. It has some interesting things. It has some less interesting things going on. If you do move, you'll get free V-Bucks. Pearl, I'm good where I am. V-Bucks. Fanboy. Yeah, Fanboy, that's what it was. Lockbot keeps telling me I have to go out to Fanboy too, so I may be there. We'll see. If I end up moving to Tennessee by that point, it's definitely on the schedule. AHM1K, do you have Hangouts? Not really. I have it whenever I load up my email, but I don't really use Hangouts. So it always says I'm online on Hangouts, but that's because I'm checking my email for work. So I mean, it's yes and no. I don't use Hangouts, but it's there. Someone please tell me what I. Okay, I don't know what they are. Jim, if you aren't there, there will be war. I agree. I would like to be there. That's where I'm putting my chips into being. Tennessee. I gotta actually film something. I need to stop being so distracted. But I'm such an easily distracted person because my attention span goes as far as on the reach of my pinky. So not very far. Is that out of focus? That's out of focus. Oh, bitches. There we go. The worst part about stop motion is actually having to do stuff. This is where it gets kind of quirky, people, because nope, not adjust. This Iron Man, I swear, it's like one of the worst ones they've ever made. All the joints are way too tight. It doesn't really lock into place or actually have any loose joints anywhere, so everything always ends up super freaking difficult. It slides all over the place because, of course, on top of tough ratchet joints. Also, the ever so delightful. Ooh, there you go. The fact that like my hip joints on it are super loose, so they are constantly coming undone. There you go. Look at that. Y'all get a preview because you can see my LCD screen every time a picture pops up. That's always fun. I stopped looking for a second. What did I miss? That's what's next after Thanos snapping your series. What after Thanos snaps? It's only a few things, and then I'm gonna do Endgame. I'm gonna do Captain Marvel. I filmed that one already. I'll have behind the scenes on my Instagram. Which, by the way, everyone check out my Instagram at AHM1K_. for behind the scenes on projects. I usually start posting on a project when it's about to come out. So yeah, I think the last thing I posted was a behind the scenes for Transformers Crusade. Coincidentally, that was because the trailer is coming out tomorrow. So yeah, check out my Instagrams where you'll start seeing Captain Marvel stuff in February. And then what else is there before Endgame? Uh I think I'm just gonna do Venom versus Riot at that point. That the biggest holdup on that is that I gotta paint Riot, and that seems to be a problem because he needs certain paints, and it turns out I don't have those paints, and there's some issues in the personal life going on that are holding that up, which I'm not gonna go into because it's my personal life. I don't want nobody knowing that. But it's there's some things going on that are delaying Venom versus Riot, but I did manage to snag up some other characters for that too, and then it's finally really gonna tie into the actual Marvel stuff because ultimately I want Venom in Endgame. I want to include Venom in that fight because I think Venom fighting Thanos would be super cool. So he's gonna be there. But it's a matter of getting to that point first, and that is the problem. So I'm gonna do Captain Marvel, Venom versus Riot, Endgame, then back to the drawing board. Ooh, shoot, I lost my place again. Thanks for reading my comments. Yes, there are currency in the game Fortnite. Oh. How many Studio Series figures do you have? I have a few, but I've been slowly selling them off because I don't really like Studio Series. I keep getting defective ones. So I haven't had a lot of good luck with it, so I've just been selling them off. When you move, you got to be a hillbilly or you will be shanked as soon as you get into the state. Yeah, I don't know if you're familiar with the city Brentwood. It's in Tennessee. It's a little bit of like a snootier place to go. It's where I've thought about going, and what's funny about it is really the fact that because it's such a snooty place, I want to take the tires off the truck, just set it on some cinder blocks, and leave it in the front yard to really set the hillbilly scene amongst all these very wealthy people, because I am that kind of scum. So yeah, I do actually plan to hillbilly it up. 2 3 Studio stop motion. Hate the process, love the result. For me, it's stop motion. Hate the process, prefer the result, but I still have a hard time watching stop motion. It's just always it's always kind of weird to me. I don't know what the deal is, but I sit there and I just try to analyze, or I catch myself analyzing how many pictures is that? How many pictures of that? How many pictures did they take? Like I can never really enjoy it. I don't know why, but I sit there and I just analyze and I break things down. The curse or neither. Same. Crap, am I late? Did I miss anything? No, you did not miss anything. I was Scourge, don't worry. They were talking about Tennessee for others like Halo, like Hobbs, and the combination of a scissor and Nemesis Prime. Also, will Thanos snap be animated? I do plan to do some dusting, so people are gonna get dusted, and it's actually gonna happen in this one. I mean that's kind of a spoiler, but at the same time, it's really not because Infinity War Thanos people go bye bye. So it's not a matter of whether he snaps his fingers. It's a matter of who disappears, who gets dusted, and who dies, and that'll be my surprise. Are you planning to do another Transformers Prime movie again, but a direct sequel from the last one because the last one was fantastic? I originally wasn't planning on doing another one. Nova Prime was just kind of meant to be this one-off because I figured no one would really like it, but it's actually had like 1,000 times better turnout than I thought it would. So I've been going over in the old noggin like how I'm going to do it. It won't come out for a while just because I've got other things I've got to do on the docket, and uh then I'm moving, so that'll be another delay. So it won't be for a little bit, but I would definitely like to do something like that again because again, it's just, apparently people liked it. I would love to use Nova Prime again too. I wish I hadn't killed him. That's that's a bit of a problem in that whole idea. I'm finishing my longest stop motion over 5 minutes, which I'm hoping people will like, but I feel they won't. It's always nerve wracking posting a video, especially when it's stop motion, because it's like I find that stop motion is either like really good or really bad. There's never like an in the middle. It's okay. I mean, it's always really nerve wracking, but as long as you're happy with it, then it doesn't matter really what other people think. Oh, what about other symbiote characters you're talking about? Venom versus Riot. I have a yeah. There are some other symbiote characters. Oh shoot, I lost my place again. Yeah, there it is. Other symbiote characters are included, but not limited to Lasher, Poison, Scream. I'm gonna have Carnage and Venom, of course. Then there's Riot. So like 6 symbiotes altogether, which is so much fun. But really and truly, I'm actually looking forward to it because the Venom videos that I've done have been just like some of the ones that I have the most fun working on. Just because it's just so, I'm not gonna say tedious, but at the same time, like happily tedious. Like I'm happy with the difficulty that it goes with it, and I quite enjoy doing those videos because I especially like to do something different than a lot of people do. So I hear a lot how Carnage isn't insane enough. But I mean, if I had him more insane, he would just be too much like the Joker, and I don't want him to be the Joker. I want him to be like a more like, I want him to be a serial killer, but I want him to be more like Ted Bundy, serial killer. Like he knows exactly what he's doing. He's not just insanity like everyone always has. Calculated mayhem is really what I want to go for with him. So I mean, like I quite enjoy all the symbiote stuff, and it's a lot of fun. So I definitely like to keep doing those. What's your real name? I My real name's Kyle. I don't really keep that much a secret. I don't put my last name out there too much, but my real name's Kyle. What's out? What's up, man? Any updates on Life of Prime? I have one episode filmed right now. Again, I'm just saving it for when I have to pack everything up, so I have something to edit. But yeah, I've got another one filmed already. It's gonna be a funny one, I think. I enjoy it. Starts out that Optimus Prime considering an Operation Purge Round 3. I want to do an Operation Purge Round 3, so spoiler alert, there's going to be an Operation Purge again at some point in time. Venom plus Thanos equals profit. Yes, profit. All the profits you get from spending hours to weeks on a single video, just profit. No, but the profit it turns out really good, and I think that'll be the case. Ever thought about doing a Sinister Six team in the future? I thought about it. I would like to do it. It's a little pricey to put together a whole Sinister Six, but you know, if the Marvel stuff keeps doing good, view wise, I think that would justify it. So yeah, I would. I definitely want to do it. It's something I want to do. It's just something I have to feasibly justify right now, and so far I'm still working to that point. I did show a preview on my channel around Spider-Man. Stop motion will be like. Actually, I really am going to do that pretty much full time after I finish. Everyone, yeah, that's cool. See that wheel? Why does it keep jumping? Ah. Is there an evil counterpart for the Avengers? Not yet. Not that I have. Oh, oops. Yeah, that was ready. I forgot. I keep forgetting to film, so I gotta keep working on that a little bit more. Uh, oops. Come on. Oh, it's not working. Oh, shoot. I need to have this. Okay. Thankfully, I have a video where it can work like that. Room for improvements and changes to be made at any time. Where was I? Is there evil counterpart for the Avengers? Not that I know of. Not that I have, at least. Transformers videos. Thank you. Teachers might ruin my plans. So much dust. So much dust indeed. Somebody called the butlers. There's some spider dust here. Perhaps. Cliffhanger dude, or probably cliff jumpers. Gets cut in half. Maybe Nova Prime would go full xenomorph and rebuild himself from Galvatron. That actually, I like that idea. That may be what happens. In which case, thank you, Scourge Prime Productions. If not, I don't want to steal the idea, but I do like that idea. Any more Bumblebee animations? Come binge watching them. Yes. At least one more. The next one I want to do. The only delay has been purely motivation, or the lack of motivation. Is I want to do Optimus Prime, have him come up because I recently got the MP10 and I'm so excited to use MP10. And then when it comes around to actually be time to use MP10, I sit there and go, oh, I don't want to deal with it right now. I'm never motivated to work on something with MP10 until all of a sudden it's like I'm not in a position to actually do any filming. And it's like, oh yeah, I'm ready to work. Oh no, it's not happening. So yeah, there's more Bumblebee stop motions. Fingers crossed. Add RC in the movie, the RID figure, because the first edition figure is way too big. I originally did have RC. I didn't have Wheeljack in it at first. Wheeljack's part was written for RC. And then I was thinking, oh no, I'm never going to be able to find a voice actress for it. Because that's always a problem. Whenever I write a bigger part for like a female character, I'm never able to find the voice actress for it, or everyone I get always just flakes last minute. So I decided I'm gonna rework this a little bit. I didn't have Wheeljack in there for I don't know why. Actually, I completely forgot about him. I'll tweak the lines a little bit, fit Wheeljack in there, just have him take over her role. Then it wasn't an issue. Do you have any symbiote Spider-Man plans? No, I don't have any symbiote Spider-Man plans. I it, uh no, I know a lot of people do symbiote Spider-Man every time they do anything with Spider-Man and Venom. And because I'm that kind of tool where I don't like to do what other people do a lot of the time, thought I'd be a little different. I thought about doing like symbiote Deadpool because I know they made one like that, but again, I'm just trying to get through Endgame at the moment, so not gonna. I don't have any plans for that at the time. If you're gonna blah 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 blah, lost my place. Do you like Sonic? Because I have a stop motion series on him. Admittedly, I'm not incredibly big on Sonic. Unfortunately, I never really played it before, and now I don't really play video games at all. So it just doesn't. I don't really have any strong connection to Sonic. I'm afraid. I used to try and do voiceover for Sonic things, and then the voices just wasn't fitting. So and that was about the extent of my Sonic. Glad your Venom videos are your favorite because they're really good. Yeah, thanks. I quite enjoy them. I don't think I've actually added them to my favorites playlist. There's actually a playlist that I made where it's AHM1K's personal favorites. There's the videos, the ones that I was personally fond of making. Yeah, I should add those to that. I completely forgot to ever add those to it. I mean, it's a playlist. If you're ever curious, like what videos did you enjoy making, really? And I'm very selective with it. I mean, I've got over 500 uploads on this channel, and like maybe like 15 are in this playlist. So I'm extremely selective onto what goes in there. I can't believe I forgot to do that. Will you do a future film crossing over Venom with Transformers? Probably not. I don't think I'm gonna be mixing like Marvel, DC, and Transformers, anything like that together. I'm just gonna keep everything their own separate thing. Really, I don't know. Crossovers are interesting, but if it seems too forced, then it loses interest, and I don't want to. I don't even want to take the gamble really on that. I've watched all of them, and also, do you plan on doing more Bumblebee? Yeah, sure you can find. Ooh, I lost my place again. No, 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 no. Where did it go? I want to try crossovers. Okay, you can find a way to resurrect Nova Prime. Yeah, it's gonna be a work in progress. Chest Burster, Nova Prime. What music do you like? For you, who win versus Thanos versus Darkseid? Let's say Darkseid. Mostly just because without the Infinity Gauntlet, Thanos is just a big dude. Which really Darkseid is too. So I'm just gonna say Darkseid just because I know everyone would say Thanos because I don't know. No one's seen what he can do in the big movies. Everyone always just sees Thanos now. We'll see. But I mean, I'd say Darkseid probably. Darkseid, Darkseid. I never know how to pronounce it. And what artist, if you want to say, I don't know what you're talking about. What music do you like, and what artist do you want to say? I actually don't have a real preference in music. I'm just kind of open to anything that's not pop music. I can't stand the Justin Biebers and what people consider popular. I'm not a big fan of that. I like 80s stuff from the 80s and 70s and the 60s. So considering that, there's that. The one that gets into the 90s at the moment is when it gets a little too modern for me, so I stop at that. Do you listen to Queen? Absolutely. I love Queen. That stuff is good. Well, War Machine dusted. War Machine dust. Actually, I don't think I dust War Machine, but I'm not totally sure, so don't quote me on that. I want to start a DC universe, but I don't think people will watch. And if they are powerful and diverse in power, then I don't have a computer, which I turned off for Christmas, sadly, for figures. Yeah, DC universe is always interesting, especially for a stop motion, because not a lot of people do it. I've been slowly starting one. I did a Joker thing last year. It was they just called the Joker, and I was like, oh yeah, I don't see a lot of people just making a video specifically about the Joker, so I'm gonna do that. Wow, did people not like that? Wow, that was surprising how people did not like that. I was like, man, this is everyone's like favorite character. What was up with it? Then there were people saying it was too dark, and I'm like, that's just the Joker. It's got to be dark. But it's still gonna do it anyways. But I'm gonna take a different route than I originally planned. I'm actually gonna make it like a more comedic themed DC universe where it's not serious. It's just gonna be funny. Or starting with the next one, The Flash. One of the ones I have as a backup. It's finished, but I'm just saving it for when I don't have more videos to do. What is the Venom and Right saying going to be like? You don't have going to have to like. I don't know what building you're going to happen. If it's going to be really cool, what you do. What? Just try your best effort, and I sure will turn out great. Thanks. Okay. Is some Bumblebee going to kill Megatron in a Blitzwing before any Autobots arrive to Earth? I don't know. I haven't written them yet. We'll see. And you are a beast at stop motion. Teach me your ways. One, only film when you're on a live stream. Two, get distracted on said live stream so no production gets done. Because that's what seems to happen every time I do these animating lives. I'm like, oh, I'm going to get so much work done. I'm going to do a live stream. It's going to kill two birds with one stone. I always do one thing, but never the other. I never actually animate. I always sit here like, oh, yeah, I'm going to get so much done. Never. I don't think I ever get anything done. Symbiote Human Torch. That would be interesting. Oh, damn. I lost my place again. No. Oh, shoot. I lost my place. Oh, no. There we go. Do any of the animes? No. I don't watch them. I hate living on the East Coast. And I love living on the East Coast. It was awesome when I was there. I used to live there. I don't anymore. Oh, but the cost to live on Long Island? Yeah, that could be steep. Do you think a G1 G.I. Joe and Transformers crossover will ever happen? In the movies, it's possible. I can see that happening. That is all. Do a plan on doing a Venom movie stop motion animation? I don't. Not a movie. It'll probably just stick to like the 5 to 8 minute format I do for the Marvel videos because I don't like them to be too long, but I don't want them to be too short either. Love stuff in the 80s, especially the classic songs like "Take on Me." Yeah, that's a pretty good one. That one got really popular now with Ready Player One coming out and using that a lot. There's been sort of a revival on that one. When I think of the B movie, oh, it's colorful. B movie is all right. None of it's all. It's all right. I'm not gonna say it's great, but I'm not gonna say it sucks. Venom 2 might suck since the screenwriter is the same screenwriter that wrote the atrocity 50 Shades of Grey. Uh, well, I can't speak on that. I never saw 50 Shades of Grey. I never will. I may have made a video called 50 Shades of Prime, but it's nothing like 50 Shades of Grey. It's just a clone of Optimus 50 times. 50 different Optimus clothes running around rather than 50 Shades of Grayish. Think you're going to do it, but you never do. Me. Who would win, Grimlock or Bruticus? I'm not sure. I would say Bruticus because I don't like Grimlock. I'm very contradictory. People, whatever like people like the most, their most favorite characters, I like to like the opposite character. And it might be full of dad jokes with carnage. It kind of is. At least with my videos, it's every time I do Venom and Carnage together, they do nothing but weird food talk and dad jokes. I was really hoping to be the first. Someone made one video before me, and Mark Z Films is making a PS4 stop watch. I want to get my channel out there. I mean, it's still a great way to get your channel out there. It's not so much to be the first on the subject, it's trying to be the best on the subject matter. So you just got to work your hardest on it. Stop motions are awesome. Thank you, Patrick. Did you read my last question about RC? I don't. I don't. I don't remember seeing it actually. Years old, not know all this. Dang, I know some bad word. I should not be s from an old Swagwave conscious entry a while back. Oh yeah, you remember way back for 50 Shades. I That's where I originally did that. I even used the trailer song they use in 50 Shades of Grey for 50 Shades of Prime. Love it. Do you think the X-Men will ever enter the MCU? I think so. I I I mean it's definitely possible. I know there's a lot of mixed opinions on that, but I think it's possible. House of M Studios, he has a little over 200 fingers, and he's pretty well known. Okay. How many frames used in fast-paced 1 minute scene? I'm not exactly sure. I don't get this is one thing I see a lot from people, and they're always asking, "What's your frame rate? What's your frame rate?" One tip I have is don't worry about the frame rate. You just got to find whatever frame rate works best for the number of pictures you're taking. So, I mean, the number of pictures I take could be different than yours. So, at the same time, I can't tell you what your frame rate should be because I don't know how many pictures you're taking. So it's really about just experimenting, playing around, finding what works for you. It took me 6, almost 7 years, but I finally found what works for me, the amount of pictures I take. So I hope that you'll find your groove and that you'll pick it up. But ultimately, it depends on how smooth the animation is and how many pictures you're taking. The more smoother and faster it is, the faster the frame rate you'll want. So obviously, it's just a matter of finding what works best for you and not worrying so much about what other people are doing for frame rate. Otherwise, I may say, oh yeah, I do 22 frames per second. I don't, but I do 22 frames per second, and then you go and try and copy that, and it just doesn't work. So I mean, it's all about finding what works best for you. Uh, what I said is, what did you say? You had RC, but which RC? I have the first edition RC. If you're talking the Prime one, right? If it's Prime, I think it's the only RC I have. The only RC I have is the first edition one, so it's a little tall. Anyways, when you absorb Spider-Man, why not X-Men? Yeah, I have a question. What is your best video ever? Uh, Actually, let me show you my best video ever in my personal favorites playlist. Screen share for a second. Screen share. Hello. Okay, here we go. So here's the channel. It's doing channel things and whatnot. We're gonna come over here to other awesome series to watch. We're gonna. Oh, look, there's sketch comedy. I don't know if y'all see this because the videos aren't public yet, but when they are public, y'all will get to enjoy animating live AHM1K's personal favorites. This is organized by popularity, so I have it set to like whatever's most popular will be at the top, whatever's least will be at the bottom. Personally, my favorite stop motion that I have ever worked on is going to be somewhere in here, I'm sure. I think it's actually a tie. It's a three-way tie between this Fall of Cybertron one. I hope y'all are seeing this. Actually, I'm not going to go look back. Actually, I can't. Okay, so see. Okay. No one's saying anything about a black screen, so it's still working. Okay, so three-way tie, Fall of Cybertron, this Planet X Pluto stop motion. I was so excited to get the Megatron. I really was. 50 Shades of Prime, because that I laugh all the time at that. And Power Rangers: The Wrath of Zordon Part 1. Because I green screened my brother's head in as Zordon and did a really bad job at cropping his neck and shoulders out. So you constantly see those. And at one point, he's just straight up, and I'm using quotation marks here, drinking a beer as Zordon. You see his hand in there, and it's like, Zordon, you drinking a beer? Because, you know, why do the appropriates? Oh, yeah, actually, I have the trailer for that too, in case anyone's wondering what I was talking about earlier, the Swagway trailer for 50 Shades of Prime. There it is right there. All these things are in here. I also quite enjoyed the this one, the Champ, another Swagwave entry. I guess it should be a four-way tie because I really enjoyed that now that I'm thinking about it. I thought it was the funniest thing ever to do John Cena for a video. Okay, stop. Blah, 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 blah. Where was I? Only sequels in development. What's your favorite Transformers character? Starscream. Starscream's my favorite Transformers character. Going to my bed. Is it 10? I'm tired and it's kind of late. Good night, everyone. Night. Transformers United still alive. Yeah, I put out expanded universe videos periodically still, but it's a matter of time till a lot of that can come out. It's perfect. Oh, why I said hate living on the East Coast. Maybe it's just Massachusetts, but we get figures like sometimes 2 months after they release in the U.S. Yeah, I used to live in Rhode Island, so I mean, with Hasbro headquarters being right there in Providence, it was really nice because the distribution was amazing. Like I would get things out before they were even actually out in retail out in Rhode Island. So if you're ever curious and you want to head over, and you or at least you have the time to head over to Newport, Rhode Island, they had some great distribution out there. At least that was back when I was there, and that was also that was a decade ago. That was 10 years ago, so it may have changed between now and then. Well, check those out. Fall of Cybertron, Pluto, plus 50 Shades of Prime, and I don't really care for Power Rangers. I mean, you don't have to necessarily care for Power Rangers, but there's some comedic. It's a comedy. It's not serious. The only one that's actually serious in that is the Fall of Cybertron one. The other two are comedies because I'm not a big fan of serious videos. I don't do serious well. I do comedy because hear my because I don't take anything serious. I take nothing serious yet everything seriously. So that makes sense. Do you know it's almost a 10-year anniversary for Transformers Prime? I actually never really thought about that. I guess it makes sense though. I was still in high school when it came out, so that was a decade ago. Yes. Wait, what's the Fall of Cybertron called again? It's actually just called Transformers Fall of Cybertron, Optimus Prime versus Megatron, Planet X Pluto stop motion. The thumbnail will be Optimus and Megatron clashing blades. So I can write down my head. That's what it is. I should film some more, but getting a little distracted, and my brain is getting a little bit wiped out. Where? Oh, jeez. Maybe time to call it for the filming. I think that's gonna be done. I have lost all motivation for this right now, so that is gonna be. Whoa, whoa. That's actually too bright for me. Let's see what's really going on in the live chat. This is so weird for me. I'm not used to there actually being this active of a live chat. Still working on this. What you think of Siege figures with Cybertron Optimus? I don't think anything of it. I haven't. I'm not too big into Siege really, so I just kind of don't know. Oh, Larry sent me a voice message. Hey, Kyle, read some comments, you boy. You're welcome. What's the ad? There you go. Well, I'll tell you what, Tennessee's the best state on the planet Earth. Cletus McIntyre lives there too. Whoa. And Goop's there because, I don't know. Oh, so I got very delightful messages from Hunter and Larry. I did not see that. Thanks though. We improved trying to do some releases from the Prime toys in a 5-pack. Oh wow! No, can you please do another live stream? I mean, I do them every now and then. It's been a couple months since I did the last one, actually. So I don't like to do them too often, especially since again I am admittedly one of the shyest people on the planet. I cannot carry a conversation for the life of me, nor can I start one. So doing live streams is like a huge punch in the face every single time I try to start it. Because I'll sit there and like, yeah, I want to do it, and then it's like, oh, then I'll be going, no, I don't want to do it. Yeah, I want to do it. Yeah, I don't want to do it. It's I'm, especially now that there's so many people subscribed, it makes me so freaking so more wanting to crawl up in my shell, if that's a way to put it. What is this? Looks like Mickey Mouse. I lost my train of thought. Shish kebabs. Damn it. Talk about something that I actually can talk about. That'd be kind of cool. Show off something because it's cool. It's not in here. That's why I'm having a problem with it. I will be back in 2 seconds. quiet. All right. I'm gonna camera there. Close up the tripod. Do not. Almost pulled my camera off the table. That would have been something. Then I would have been cursing up a storm. No, what I wanted to show off because we were talking about symbiotes earlier, so why not show that off a little bit more? Here is Riot. Or what will be Riot. I found the most disgusting looking Venom. It's an older Venom, but it's just absolutely repulsive looking. I'm like, God, that's Riot. That doesn't say Riot. I don't know what is. So I need to. Right now, it's only primed. This isn't paint on it right now. Like if I were to rub this off, it'll rub off real easy. So I got to still paint it, and I just got to get the right paints for it. But man, this thing is just absolutely. It's just absolutely disgusting. So it's perfect for this. Just thinking I'm probably just gonna do some gray over this. I mean, it's primed and it's gray now, but again, prime rubs off. So, gray paint, throwing some red and black highlights all over on him. It's gonna be a beautiful disgusting. But right now, it's just primed, but disgusting. It's like an older Venom figure. I don't know how old I can't. So when I say old, I just say old because I don't exactly know how. So yeah, there's that. Venom is gonna be awesome, and it's gonna be, or yeah, Riot is gonna be awesome, and that's gonna be cool. The chat got very quiet. Okay, never mind. That's just Prime. Yay. Did Hulk and Venom have an unholy love child? No. Man, this thing. Oh God, this. I keep looking at this guy and like, God, you are so disgustingly beautiful. No. Oh geez, this is still going on. Yes, it is, because I had much more to say than I thought I would. So there is that. I'll probably be wrapping up soon. I just want to show off one more thing because I want to show off my new stuff before I got to pack up my new stuff. So what else is new in the club? Oh, actually, this is new. This right here is actually my brother's. The Omega Supreme is mine. However, in case you don't know this, the Year of the Horse Omega Supreme did not come with all this. It didn't come with these guns on his legs. It didn't come with this foot here. It didn't come with this word escapes me at the moment, but it doesn't come. The cannon, I guess, is the best. It didn't come with that. We got a third-party upgrade, or he got a third-party upgrade, so it didn't come with this. Didn't come with these railroad tracks on his back. So my brother got this here Armageddon upgrade kit for Omega Supreme. It's really, really awesome. It makes it so freaking heavy. So heavy. It's so cool. It's so heavy. Oh, I want to show off. I need to stop bragging. But it's so cool. So it's really hard. And I want to keep bragging. But it's not mine, so it's also kind of jerkish to keep bragging about Omega Supreme. No, the upgrade isn't even mine. Holy macaroni, Batman! one dope Omega Supreme. Is Omega ever gonna be in a stop motion? I sure hope. I actually have used him in a stop motion. Check out Transformers Post Apocalyptic. The half hour, no, 20-minute stop motion film I made last 2017. I made that one then, and that was cool doing that. Last show off, and then I'll probably head off the stream here. I do like to go to sleep at sometimes, especially super early, because I don't stay up late too well. Yeah, Omega has been in the stop motion. I'd love to include him again. Do I collect studio series? No, no, not really. I don't plan to for very much longer. I'm going to be selling off all my stuff. Actually, down the link of the description, there is a link to my TFW page. It is where I am actually selling all the Transformers that I am selling. There's a lot of them. And at times, there tends to be a studio series figure on there, or there happens to be a Last Night figure, or you name it. I put off all the stuff I don't plan on moving, or I put up all the stuff I don't plan on moving, and I would really appreciate it if all that stuff were to like leave my possession, so that way I can get rid of it, or I can move it, not have to move it. But yeah, this is the last thing I'm going to show off. MP10. This beautiful boy is so cool, and I'm so happy with it. Although I have a defect with mine, where every time I move anything on his arm, the chest pops out. So if I do that with this arm too, yep. And it's because this little matrix thing here is too big. It doesn't push. It doesn't sit back enough. So it's always pushing on these tabs here, and it always comes untabbed real easy, and that's going to be super frustrating. But I still like it. I try to hope it's a mistransformation. Every time I'm thinking like, oh, we're gonna go transform it. We'll see if I can solve the problem. I somehow forget that I need to transform it, and then I don't, and I misplaced the instructions, so I'm gonna have to find those. Scavenger, post-apocalyptic scavengers. Love that. Scavengers, why, dude? Wait, is Dropkick for sale? No, Dropkick is out in retail. I don't have Dropkick for sale, so I don't have that. I don't know if I want to get Dropkick. He looks still a little too small for me. Same as Shatter too. I wish they'd been Voyagers, then I'd have been more interested. But the fact that they're only deluxes, I'm just sitting here going, no, it's not worth it for me. Last Night figures kind of were a low point. Yes, they are. Unless, of course, you're talking about that Last Night Squeaks. Squeaks is the best figure ever made. Ooh. Rip. Squeaks. It's really and truly, I think my favorite Last Night figure is the Barricade, which is why I always keep the Barricade and stuff, because Barricade is. I freaking love that he has a Beat Me Club. I love the club. Stupid that I like the club, but he's got a Beat Me Club. But anyways, I'm probably gonna go here. So bye.